Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh, yeah. Listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Oh, listen, Steve Harvey. Why don't you join in? Yeah. Steve Harvey. Get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, join in with me. Come with me, help me say. Turn your radio on. You gotta. Turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. I know y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Turn them up. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Got a radio show because God in the blessing business. Got a radio show because God is in the forgiving business. Got a radio show because God will let you turn your life around business. Got a radio show because God know better than you know. Yeah, Steve Harvey got a radio show. Didn't see it coming, but he did. I'm going to share with you today a principle of success. It's important that we get our lives together. It really, really is. You know, the hereafter is exactly what it says. It's the hereafter. And hopefully for the majority of us, it's quite a ways off. So what about how you living today? How about now? You know, I often talk in the morning about your relationship with God. That can never change. That is at the forefront and the best thought process that I can give you. And I know who I'm talking to on the radio. I'm talking to a lot of people, man, who out there just not sure. And I'm talking to a lot of people out there, man, that's trying to pull it together. In other words, you know, I'm talking to a lot of people like myself. There is a principle of success that is out there that if more people understood this is just one of the basic principles of success, you would have more success in your life. And that principle is this: the more people you help become successful, the more successful you become. The more people that you help become successful, the more successful you become. That's a principle that you have to put into your life if you have any plan at all at being successful, because it's necessary. See, that principle of success is in anybody's Bible, any spiritual teachings of, I don't know what other religions do or teach, but I do know this: if the religion is right, they often talk about helping your fellow man. They're always talking about do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And if you can't, just the Bible is full of examples of that. Well, the more people you help become successful, the more successful you become, because you are practicing helping and as you do unto others, then it's done unto you. You know, you build relationships when you do that. People forget in success there has to be relationships. There is no one person in this world who is just successful all on their own. You are successful, and successful people form relationships. And you've got to really coddle these relationships. You've got to nurture these relationships. They don't just happen. You don't just get cool with people just because you cool. No, you've got to do some cool things to these people and for these people to be cool with you when you need some cool. I don't know if I'm explaining that right, but that's the best way I can tell it to you. I'm just regular, I just speak like that. This is an important principle to put into your life. The more people you help become successful, the more successful you become. You can, look, you got to stretch out for people. You got to extend your hand. You have to say to people, hey, look, I've done that. This is what you got to do. You got to take some time out to share. You have to share information, experiences, thoughts. You got to take a minute, man, to uplift somebody. Give them some encouragement. Hey, man, you can do it. Don't give up. You have no idea. You right now, you have no idea how significant you are to someone else. How your words of encouragement could be the difference maker today. I'm talking about it's a person looking at you that you don't even really know you don't really know them, and you see them struggling with something, just say, hey, you know what? I've been watching you from afar. You're going to be all right, man. I see something in you. Keep doing the right thing, man. You're going to be all right. I had a meeting yesterday with a young man for the first time. And this young man came into my office. I never met him. He has an internet service, which anybody can teach me something about the internet because I know little to close to nothing. He was 27 years old, and he was amazingly bright at this. And I guess, that it's not that hard to impress me, but the fluid speech pattern that he had about this very, very difficult subject, he was tossing around the terms I had heard, but he was actually putting them in sentences where it made sense to me. It's very fluid, very, very sure of himself when he was talking about this little thing. This young dude, 27 years old. And when he got through, the woman that had introduced me to him, I was leaving my office, and she was going to escort him out. And I turned around and I said, young man, I said, what size pants are you? And I guessed it because I've been dressing for long. I've been all them sizes. And I said, you about a 30 waist? He said, yes, sir. I said, what size shoe you wear? He said, 9.5. I said, what size shirt is that? A medium? He said, I really like extra large. I said, well, that's too big for you. You just want to look blousy and baggy. And so I was talking to him, and I said, man, I'm going to help you out. I said, man, because let me tell you something. You a sharp young dude, man. You are razor sharp. I said, you've really, really impressed me today. I said, and you know what, young brother? I said, you're going to make a lot of money one day, man. I said, but I want you to get your image up. I want you to look at how you dress, because you're coming into professional people's office and you're talking about doing something for them, and it takes money to make it happen. I got to give you money to make this happen. What you cannot afford to do is look like you need every dime of this money. See, you when you go in there and you talking about money with another person, the person that's gonna give you this money it can't look like you need every dime of this money. So you got to start presenting yourself, and that's all I just said to him. I just said, man, but you know what? You sharp. You're gonna make yourself some money. I'm gonna help you out a little bit. I walked out. I went on about my business. Later on that afternoon, I had a meeting with the woman that brought him in, and she said, Mr. Harvey, you have no idea what you just did. He said his eyes just teared up when you walked out. He said, wow, man, that man don't even know me, and he just encouraged me. He said, man, I always thought I might could make it, but he said, I ain't never had nobody like him tell me I could make it. And just hearing it from him, man, that's all right. I'm gonna get my clothes together, but I've been homeless. And then he started telling the woman that he had been homeless. And so, then she telling me that. Now I'm finna cry because, I've been in that hole before. And I'm just sharing that story with y'all just to say, you don't know who you talking to. But what does it hurt if you just extend your hand to a person and give them a moment of encouragement. See, this young brother right here, he could come back one day and be a major benefit to me because he has a skill set that I don't have. Oh, I might be old Mr. Steve Harvey, but hey, guess what? I don't know nothing about what this young cat know. And he done went off and educated himself. And just a word of encouragement from somebody like yourself can make all the difference in another person's life. So remember, on your way to the top, the more people that you help become successful, the more successful you become. It's a requirement of God that you do that. That ain't Steve Harvey talking. If you read your Bible, somebody got a Bible verse that back me up. Email it to me today if you know what it is. I don't know, but y'all do out there. All right, man. Oh, man.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? This is Steve Harvey. I'm trying to get your attention because it's done started. The morning show is on. I ain't got to tell you what station it is because you hear my voice, you own the station you need to be on. Now, they have these things like station ID and all like that, but if you listening to me, you already on the station. I'm on too many to go around the room announcing them. But all of them is great stations. And you greater for listening. Yes, sir. Morning, Shirley.
Good morning, Steve.
What's up, Carla?
Morning, Steve, crew.
Cut it up, Junior.
Morning up.
They're fool.
Big dog.
In the building.
Yes, sir.
Got your
Everybody
coffee?
in L.A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check and make sure Junior has his coffee. I was just checking because Monica was supposed to put the cream and sugar in there, Steve.
I didn't know their relationship was that way, though.
What? They just got into a major argument about cream and sugar.
I was listening. I didn't know they. I thought they had more of a, co-worker existed. This sounds like something with like a relationship tendency.
Yeah.
The hell is the coffee at?
Exactly.
Is he iron your clothes too?
He shut the room down with that.
We working on it.
All right. Work it.
But I'm not playing about my coffee, though. Every morning, it's the same thing. Who you talking to, though? Mark. Like that?
Yeah.
Like that, Junior?
Wait, you should have
she
seen
over
her
there be
jump
just
up and go
grinning?
get it, though.
And she be over there just grinning.
Girl, you better take care of your man.
Yeah. Because she ain't got no problem come getting her nail money.
And they stay done.
And you know how she is about her nails.
Her nails.
They're always done.
Stay done.
You know, since all these years I've known Monica, Mississippi Monica, she never came in here a day without them done.
No,
And
not one
she alternates. She'll go to the salon and she does them herself.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah.
She can do them herself. I can't do them.
Really?
I can't get
tell
down
the
there.
difference because she stay in the lines.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's
very
good.
I
Yeah,
done
she can
seen
do her
girls
nails.
with them nail polish look like I did it.
I ain't here
Little
staying in line
kid.
since coloring book.
Yeah.
I ain't heard
Don't draw outside the lines.
Man,
Yeah,
I
but
be
it's
good.
something with those two.
Lord.
I don't know what it is, but it's something.
Make the coffee. Oh,
You got it now? You good?
no, I'm good, man. Let's
Okay.
go on here. What we doing?
Well,
I cooked
Well,
today.
a show.
Who?
I did. I put something in the microwave. I cooked.
you
That's
warmed
not
up
cooking,
some
Shirley.
soup.
Shirley,
It's
putting something
in-
in the microwave to heat it is not cooking.
It's in the kitchen. Thank you.
It's here in the studio.
It's in a machine that heats stuff up, as far as I'm concerned.
That
that's
ain't cooking. That ain't.
In
Girl,
my world, that's cooking. Thank you.
how is your husband's health?
That's Nesto.
How's your husband's health?
What?
All right, 32 after, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
So did you guys hear about the 5-year-old little boy in Florida who used his grandmother's Kindle and ordered a whole bunch of toys?
How much?
Yeah.
How much money?
When the grandmother came back from vacation, there were about 25 boxes at her door, and more kept coming. And the little boy said, "Grandma, what is that at our front door?"
He been
waiting
Go
on
ahead, little man.
That's an ass whooping now.
He ordered about $960 worth of toys. This is crazy.
You would never see none of that.
No.
How old is he?
He was just 5.
5.
Yeah,
Oh,
out of
man.
Florida. A little boy out of Florida.
You still went to school that next day?
We couldn't
He
do
won't
anything.
make 6. He wouldn't make 6 with Anthony Brown. That's
No.
for sure.
Okay.
That's almost $1,000. Yeah,
You
come
sit
on.
up there and, Grandma, what's that at your door? That's your ass.
Exactly what
You
it is.
think it is?
All right.
I don't
well-
know one of these boxes and I see a toy in it and I didn't order none.
Yeah.
Boy, when they find out who name on that though,
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah, she's gonna send that all back. Well, I can't.
Send
I
that
really
all
can't.
back. That's not
That
the most
just shows you how
concerning
smart
thing.
these kids are.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
skilled.
and
He's
how
skilled
they
at
can use-
technology.
But,
yeah.
but here go my favorite line. Grandma, what's that on your porch?
No.
Yeah, I love that. That acting.
Play it till the end, partner.
Yeah.
Well, that leads us to this hour's comedy segment in which Jay wrote. Jay, explain it, please.
Well, it has to do with millennials, and now a lot of them are becoming parents now, and so now they have to tell their kids how tough they had it.
Yeah.
How tough they had it when they was coming up. Like for instance, yeah. See, boy, I didn't have a spaceship. I had to catch Uber everywhere.
They gonna be
Y'all
saying
got spaceship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you got a spaceship. I had to
Oh,
call
I
a
see what you
Uber.
said, Jay. What
Yeah,
millennials
Yeah.
Yeah, what millennials
is gonna say to
say
their kids when they
let
grow
them know.
up?
Yeah.
Try to make it look
You got
hard.
one,
Try to make
Pete?
it look
You got
hard.
one?
Hell no, I ain't got one. I just found out what the joke was.
Come on, Junior. Come on, Junior. We'll wait.
Man, dog, I had all this other stuff.
What parents today, what millennials will say to their
Yeah.
kids. Uh-huh.
Go ahead, Junior. You got one?
I made it off of $15 an hour. I made it. Okay? 15.
Yeah. Count them. Why don't you sit up here and talk about rough? Do you know back in the day, sometime the cable would go out, completely out.
Come on, Tommy.
Boy, let me tell y'all something. Y'all don't know nothing about no real singers, see? You don't know nothing about like Drake, boy. The Migos. Huh?
Yeah.
Sam, Cardi
Kiki.
B, Bruno
Yeah.
Mars. But y'all don't know nothing about no music. That was music, boy.
Kiki, do you love me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all singing this mess right here. Don't nobody know about Kiki. Do you love me? Yeah.
These are what
Yeah, you-
millennials are going to say to their kids.
This is what millennials are
So
gonna
you
say to
just
their
go. We had the FaceTime back in the day. All we had was FaceTime. You gonna sit up here and beam your ass over here without asking me.
Good
We
one,
gonna
Steve.
beam you.
Good one.
Beam.
Come on, Jay.
You sitting there talking about you got it rough. You don't know what rough is. I had to borrow money from my mama and my daddy.
Come on,
till I
man.
made it.
Yeah.
Oh, these are also
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Both parents.
Come on,
Let me
Junior.
tell you something. What you complaining for? Huh? When I was your age, I was living with my parents. Do you hear me? When I was I lived with them.
Let me tell you something. Bro. Let me tell you
Come
something.
on,
I
break
didn't
it
have
down.
but 103 shoes when I was your age. 103 sneakers is all I had, boy. You sitting up in here with 400 pair of shoes. You don't know how you got it.
I like it, Tommy.
Yeah. These are what millennials will say to their kids.
I'm sitting up in here. And you don't even know how hard it was sitting up here having to email everybody. Email and sending all these damn emails out. You sitting up in here reading my damn mind.
Nailed it. Yeah.
This is what millennials are going to say to their kids and let them know they had a tough time.
Okay.
Gas was $4.50 back in that day.
Yeah.
Yeah. You paying $100. We were struggling, boy.
Yeah.
Come on, Junior.
You and that damn robot playing with each other. I had real friends. You hear me? I had real people I had to play with. You got a damn robot you just go play with.
Boy, you don't understand. You don't understand. We had our pants sagging around our behind when we was coming through. You got them way back below your thigh now. Huh? You don't know how good y'all got it.
Yeah, they don't know. They don't know.
Complaining all the
School
time.
them, school them. Yeah.
Complaining. All I hear is complain. We had to carry our phones back in the day.
Yeah.
Now you ain't got the doubt. You all you do is just blink your damn eyes and make a phone call.
You got a chip in your head.
Come on, Steve.
Y'all don't know what it was like back then. When we wanted to have a booty, we had to have butt implants.
Yeah.
We was getting silicone and all kinds of stuff shot in our ass. Now all you got to do is sit up here and imagine an ass, and here it is. People just looking at you and you making them see what you want them to see.
Oh, wow. Millennials.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Good.
I had no choice. I had to be black. Now you can switch up nationality anytime you want. Now your ass is Asian when you come over here. You're Mexican when you want to be. Whatever's safest for you. Whatever's safest for you. You just gonna be that.
Don't know what we done went through.
We had to go through.
Boy, I had to wear glasses. You don't understand that. You got your whole windshield prescribed.
All right, Steve, come on, close it out. These are what millennials say to their kids.
Now y'all don't want a president no more. We had damn Donald Trump.
That's all you got to say.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, Miss Ann will be here. She's going to update us with today's national news. But right now, as promised, it is time for the nephew to run that prank back. What you got, Neff?
Tombstone. What's wrong? What, you got a problem with Tombstone?
I'm not going to be your Huckleberry.
Tombstone, here it is. Run it back, cat.
Funeral home, it's Kendrick.
Hey, man, we got a problem with this funeral home. Let me ask y'all something. Look, y'all done messed around and put the wrong name on my auntie tombstone as well as the date, and we got a problem we got to get rectified, man. Y'all got the whole
Hold on, man. Calm down. First of all, what is your name?
My name is Reggie, man, but y'all, I can't understand a funeral home making these kind of mistakes. You know, that don't make no sense. How long have y'all even been in the business to be doing something like this?
Sir, this is a family business. We've been doing this 40 plus years.
Why y'all making mistakes like this, man?
What's the problem? What's the mistake? What mistake you think we made?
Okay, look, man. We buried my auntie 2 weeks ago. Her name is Rosetta.
Okay.
All right. The way you spell her name is Rosetta. Y'all got Rozetta. And she was born June the 8th, 1948. Y'all got August the 6th, 1940. Y'all got the dates mixed up, and y'all got her name mixed up. And what we ain't finna do is have my auntie rested in peace with the wrong stuff on her tombstone. That don't make no sense, man.
Calm down. Bro, you keep yelling at me. There's no way I can help you if you're yelling at me. Now, I need...
Well, fix the problem then, man.
Well, I can check the paperwork. And see what the problem is. Now, if you gave me the wrong information, your family gave me the wrong information, then we just put down what we was given. And if we got to change something, we'll change it, but it's going to cost you some more money.
Oh, no, hold on. Y'all ain't, we're not paying another damn dime to that funeral home. Not another damn dime. The stuff going to get changed on this damn tombstone, and we're not paying for nothing. Now, I'm going to tell you this here. I'm going to come over there.
I'm saying we can help you out. I can help you, but if you gave me the wrong information, that's on you. I didn't do that. That's on you.
We didn't give you the wrong information. Now, I'm going to tell you this right here. What is your name?
Funeral home.
What is your name?
My name is Kendrick.
Okay, Kendrick. Let me tell you something. If this don't get changed by tonight, me and some of my cousins finna come out there and start digging up bodies.
Hell no. Y'all not coming over here and digging up nothing. Y'all, this is my family. You gonna disrespect my family and come over here and you gonna dig up what?
We're gonna dig up some bodies if y'all don't get this rectified on my auntie tombstone.
It's not gonna be none of that. I'm not having you coming over here. We gonna fix the problem. I'm gonna check the paperwork, and I can get back to you. That's what I can do. But you ain't digging up nothing.
If y'all ain't fix this thing on my auntie tombstone by this evening, me and my cousin is coming out there digging up some of them damn dead bodies until y'all get this damn thing fixed.
Ain't gonna be nobody coming over here and
somebody finna take your
nothing. Wait a minute. Listen. Hold on. See.
What?
Now I'm getting excited too. Calm, man. Let me just talk to you like a man. Listen. What I'm saying to you is that the family fills out the paperwork, puts the name and the birth date on there. If it is incorrect and has to be fixed, I have to call the man out here to fix it. And that's going to cost some money. I have to pay him. So all I'm saying is, if that is the case, if the paperwork is incorrect, it's not on us, and I'm going to have to charge you a little extra money just so I can get it taken care of.
I'm not finna get charged nothing. We ain't got no more money, man. We ain't got no more money. Y'all charge us an arm and a leg to bury my honey. We ain't got no more. Let me tell you, I'm going to tell you one more time, Mr. Kendrick. If I don't see a child, I'm coming out there this evening to look at my Annie Tombstone. I'm coming out there. Now, if the date and the name ain't fixed, I promise you, so help me, I'm finna start digging up about it, and if your ass is out there, I'm gonna put you in one of them holes that I done dug up.
Man, I tell you what, Reggie, you're not gonna put me in no hole, man. Like I said, I'm trying to talk to you and tell you what the deal is and how we will get this fixed. Ain't nobody coming out here and digging up nothing. I have to call somebody to get it fixed.
I bet you I'm digging up a hole and I'm putting your in it if you don't fix my Annie Tombstone.
Then we both is going in the damn hole. That's what's going to happen.
We both going in there then. Because somebody, y'all done mess around and put the wrong date. Y'all done spelled my Annie name wrong and everything. All of that.
Man, I don't even answer the damn phone. Let my uncle get it. Listen, Reggie.
What?
Reggie,
What do you want?
We're not going to fix nothing. Me and you yelling at each other, we mean. We don't do this. Yelling at each other is not going to fix the problem. I still have to do a step here. I have to look at this paperwork.
So when is you going to look at it then?
Reggie, if you keep yelling, I don't even have time to even go over this paperwork. Every time I get ready to look at something, you yelling in my ear.
Okay, well, let me say this to you one more time. I'm coming. Matter of fact, I'm finna come out there right now. That's what I'm finna do.
You know what, Reggie? Come on then. I try to talk nice to your tell you what to do. I told you that this is a family business, and you disrespected me. Man, you. You come out here, you ain't no cousin. We both going to whole day. That's what I'm trying to tell you right now. See, I got you nice. I'm going out there in just a minute. You don't even know how to lift your kid.
Well, you need to know that my is on my way, because I guarantee you, y'all gonna change it.
I'm gonna bring your in. Bring your you ain't your cousin. Who else the gonna call? I dig up both 7 holes out this day.
I bet you when they get ready to spell Kendrick on the tombstone, I bet you they won't spell that wrong.
Oh, baby, come on, you. You ain't your cousin.
Well, I got something else I need to tell you.
What the else you got to say?
I said, is you listening to me, Kendrick?
What the you have to say, Reggie?
I got to say this. This is Nephew Tommy. You just got pranked by your secretary with...
No.
You all right?
Man. You, Tommy. How about that? Damn.
Hey, man.
You got me, man. Man, I wasn't even supposed to be in here today. Damn, I knew something was funny.
Oh, man, you all right now?
Yeah, you got me, but I was going to dig a hole for your today, trying to tell you.
All right, hey, man, I got to ask you one more thing. What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
There it is. Tombstone.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Does the
matter
ignorance
of fact-
ever stop on this show? Ever?
Let's do this
I don't
right
see
here.
no reason. I've thought about it.
You have?
I am back in the saddle. Go to thomasmiles.com. That's thomasmiles.com if you were looking for me to prank your mama, your daddy, your pastor.
Hey, man, you need to make up your mind. Now, what is you? Is you Thomas Miles?
What are you?
Nephew? Huh?
It's been changed. It's been changed. thomasmiles.com. Website has been changed. Just let me get this out so I can get my solicitors. Let me do that right quick. Just hold on, big dog. thomasmiles.com. You want me to prank somebody? Hit my website.
TNT.
Oh, God, that's the company. Boy, shut up. Shut up. Wonder Love? Shut up.
Shut up, man.
Coming up at the top of the hour, Miss Ann will be here with our national news.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
This is called Words That Black People on This Show Mess Up. All right. So let's begin. Number 1. This is easy.
Yeah.
You do it a lot.
Yeah.
Dat dare.
Yeah, that's a word.
Yeah, that's the word.
I don't understand what the problem is.
That is
I
a
can
word,
find it in
man.
the dictionary for you.
Yeah.
Hey,
Dat dare?
hey,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
hey. Look here, man. You gonna eat that there? Yeah, there you go. I'm hungry.
That's
If
it,
you ain't
Junior
gonna
boy.
eat it, I can eat it.
That's it, Junior boy.
That's it,
Oh,
man.
my God. The correct
yeah.
way to say it, Jay and Junior and Thomas, is that over there. Are you going to eat that over
Takes
there?
too long.
That take too long.
Yeah.
Won't be nothing
Get
left.
right to it. There.
Go with that.
That's how we identify stuff.
All right, let's move on.
You eat that there?
Or even better, Jay, what we gonna do about that there situation?
Yes.
That
Yeah.
there.
Junior.
That over there.
Yeah. No, Shirley, you're so wrong.
All
You're
right,
so wrong.
number 2, bout to.
No, it's not about to. About to.
No, it's about to.
I'm about to go upside your head.
About to.
I'm about to go to sleep. I'm about to watch some TV. I'm about to
Yeah.
eat that there.
It's I'm going to or I'm about to.
Oh no.
Not about to.
About to. I'm about to disagree with you, Shirley.
That's what you working on.
Hate you guys.
About to. That makes sense.
About to.
She
Yeah.
got the about to face. She always
Yeah.
About to cry.
She about to cry.
She about to cry.
I'm sorry, Shirley. I'm
I'm
sorry.
trying.
She about to cry about that there.
Here's another one. I hear this a lot on this show. I'm supposed to.
Tommy.
What is that? I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tommy, you know that.
I'm
Yeah.
supposed to be off tomorrow, but I've changed my mind. Yeah, I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
But since
supposed to
that didn't came up, you know,
Once
I'm about to
again,
go on come in.
that is
Yeah.
incorrect. The correct way to say it is supposed to.
Can you say that, Shirley?
I'm supposed to.
Oh no.
Oh,
I
no.
say it all the time.
No.
Supposed to.
Nah.
I'm supposed to eat that there,
No.
but I'm about to change my mind. That's right. That's all of
And-
that.
Or
And it's not supposedly. It's
Shirley,
supposedly.
posing I don't want to say it like that.
There you
Oh,
go. Correct.
come on.
Abs, come on with it,
Come
man.
on, Tommy.
Talk the
Posing I
talk.
don't want to come right now this evening. Huh?
Talk the talk, Tommy. Talk so the people can understand what you're saying.
I don't understand. I didn't even know it was supposed. There's no supposed.
No, supposed to
No,
be.
it's not supposedly.
Supposed to
It's
be.
supposedly.
Supposed to
Okay.
be. No.
Okay. Well,
All right. See, I'm saying
Oh, that's perfect. That's
Oh, yeah.
easy.
I can't even believe
Hit
I
her with it,
said
Jay.
that.
Hit her with
Yeah.
it,
See,
Jay.
I'm saying.
Okay, see what I'm saying? Let me tell you. See what I'm saying? Yeah. What you've been trying to do is correct us. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We ain't gonna talk like that. We supposed to be talking like we talk. See what I'm saying?
I just want you guys to know there is a correct way of saying what you say.
See what I'm
okay?
saying? Yeah.
No, it's do you see what I am
who
saying?
says all of that?
And you can't see it no way.
You know what? This is really hurting to me, Shirley, because I've never spoken proper English in my life.
But I'm just letting you know that there's another way to do things, okay?
Who says all that?
Not,
Okay,
not
this
with
is a-
not with that dad, ain't.
I'm thinking, yeah.
See what I'm saying? You are so wrong.
I'm about to be upset about this.
This is one I hear Steve say all the time, especially when he was on the road doing his stand-up. Mom and them.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
perfect.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
correct.
Mom and them.
That
Mom
means a
and them.
large group of people.
Large
Mama
people, yeah.
involved.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Mama and them.
What
No,
you think it's
I'm
supposed
going
to be,
over to
Shirley?
Mama and them's house. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's mother and them or mama and them. Them.
No,
it's not
Shirley,
them.
yeah.
It's them. Here's Miss Ann with today's headlines.
Thank you very much, everybody. And this is Ann Tripp with the news. Good morning. The Department of Homeland Security has been rescreening every child in custody after the Christmas Eve death of an 8-year-old Guatemalan boy in New Mexico. The child was in border control custody with his father for 7 days. Customs and Border Protection Commissioner Kevin McAleenah says the officials want to know what happened.
This is an extraordinarily rare occurrence. It's been more than a decade since we've had a child pass away anywhere in a CBP process. So this is just devastating for us. We've got 2 Coast Guard teams deploying today to support our Border Patrol agents in checking the welfare of children in our custody, and we're working to move them to ICE and to better custody situations and releases as quickly as we can so that we don't have them in Border Patrol stations.
Authorities say the child was taken to the hospital with a cough and fever. He was sent away with a prescription. He was brought back later and died. Early this month, officials say that a 7-year-old Guatemalan girl, also in custody, has died. A President and First Lady made an unannounced visit to Iraq yesterday to meet with U.S. troops working with the Iraqis to root out ISIS. Mr. and Mrs. Trump delivered holiday greetings in person to members of the military over there. They were well received, pretty much. They got a standing O. The visit follows criticism that Trump had yet to visit troops in a combat zone, and more criticism over his decision to pull U.S. troops out of Syria and Afghanistan. On top of that, There was a report in the New York Times yesterday that asserts that Trump's father pulled strings to keep him out of Vietnam, allegedly getting 2 doctors to claim that he suffered from bone spurs in both heels in return for free or reduced rents in Trump buildings. A former sales exec for Marriott Hotels timeshare outfit Marriott Vacations Worldwide is suing Marriott for unlawful race discrimination, racial harassment, failure to prevent racial discrimination, and retaliation. Dow Robinson said he was asked to dance during business meetings in front of his white colleagues and that a female coworker used a photo of Little Rascals character Buckwheat to represent him during a team-building exercise. Robinson says he was the only African-American employee in the whole office. He was often left completely humiliated. He finally left. The Marriott people say they don't comment on legal issues. Christmas Day, a violent one in New Orleans. Authorities say there were 5 people shot, 2 killed across the city. One was a 48-year-old man named Leon Bush, who police say was shot a number of times on a street corner. His family says Mr. Bush was in town to visit relatives for the holiday.
It's really horrible to find out that this happened on Christmas. We don't know why, what was the reason, nothing yet so far.
Whoever did it, come forward. You're going to have a guilty conscience. You just took a man's life for nothing.
His niece says that Leon Bush leaves a wife and 3 daughters. Another woman was shot in the leg. A 15-year-old boy was shot in the neck while just looking out of his window. In another shooting, a 19-year-old woman was grazed. Another man was shot in the knee, and another man was shot and injured. Today, day 6 of the partial government shutdown. President Trump claims that many of those affected by the shutdown support it. Finally, today is National Visit the Zoo Day. And now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Save it. Save it. A new survey says 49% of adults between the ages of 18 and 36 cannot afford to cover the costs of a $500 emergency. Also, 28% of adults over the age of 37 admitted they had absolutely no money set aside to cover an unexpected emergency. According to Forbes, this could be why only 16.4% of students in the U.S. are required to take a personal finance course to graduate high school. Now, according to a study by the Next Gen Personal Finance, 76% of millennials lack basic financial knowledge. Yeah, because they have us, parents, to give them everything. 70% of millennials are stressed and anxious about saving for retirement, and 34% live with their parents. There you go.
I'm tired of millennials. They get on my damn.
Millennials are something
and
else.
Maybe it's because I got one.
Oh, I have one too.
Jesus, man. It's on my
Can't handle a $500 emergency.
They don't have any money saved.
Nope.
2 of them live with me.
You have 2. Yeah, we all have kids.
Why are y'all so down?
We're against
Tommy
the millennials. They know every damn thing. That's what I don't like about
You
them.
can't tell them anything. When you tell them something,
Dumbass think they know everything.
I know.
Dumb as a damn doorknob. I know. You don't know sugar, honey, iced tea.
What?
It's what you don't know.
Oh, they think they got it.
You don't know jack sugar, honey, iced tea.
I know.
You dumbass sugar, honey, iced tea.
Let me tell y'all this
one.
See, I don't have a millennial. My daughter is Generation Z.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what they call yours?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, it's generation. So what age is Generation Z? Like my daughter's 13. So what is she Z? Is she in that?
She finna
if you
start
were born
getting on
from
your nerves
1996
just hold tight.
2009.
But I mean,
you got about 2 more years for then she gonna start thinking she know everything.
Yeah, I was like that when I
Can
was
I
that
say?
age.
I don't know if I can say this
I
on the
knew
radio.
everything.
Y'all tell me if I can. I can't.
What?
As of last week,
As you know, last year.
my daughter became a lady. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Are you really
No, she
talking
ain't a
about
lady.
this on the
Yeah.
air?
Well, you know what
We
I'm
don't wanna talk
saying.
about that.
You're embarrassing her, Tommy.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You have to think
Yes,
about
her.
that.
She's
yeah.
embarrassed.
Yeah. And we as parents.
My
really-
wife said she was excited. I was like, what?
Okay, stop.
Man.
You know Shirley
It's-
don't like this subject.
I don't, but I know it will embarrass your
little
child.
girl.
I know.
Okay,
Yeah,
we'll
it
scratch,
really
scratch,
embarrass
scratch,
her.
scratch.
It's like when we were kids, Carla, coming up, and our moms were talking about, yeah, she wears a bra now, blah, blah, blah. Oh, God.
Very embarrassing.
It's embarrassing, Yeah. Monica.
Monica mama ain't never said that.
Yeah.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It's time for Comedy Roulette. Jay, set it up quickly, please.
Comedy Roulette is each week you guys test our ability to be comedians. We're going to show you how good we are. You give us a subject, stop the wheel on any subject, we can do a riff on it. That's how good we are.
All right, Kat, you ready with the wheel? Let's go.
What you got?
These are the subjects. Number 1, ice cream.
Okay, ice cream. Yeah.
Number 2, old music.
Oh, yeah.
Like back in the day, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
This boy.
Come on now.
Yeah,
I
know.
Yeah.
All right, number 3, how to protect the food in the fridge.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a pretty good one.
That's a good one.
Number 4, I'm not the bank.
Oh, that's, yeah.
Heard that before.
Let's do that one.
Yeah. Okay, number 5, sometimes I feel like slapping the mess out of you.
Look at you.
Look at them last two.
Yeah. All right, come on, Kat, let's
spin
go.
the wheel. Spin the wheel.
Oh, come on, slapping. Oh, slapping the mess out of you. Okay, how to protect the food in the fridge.
That's yours. That's yours. So people don't steal it. Easy. Very easy.
Okay, let's go, Jay.
First one is you pick your teeth till they start bleeding, right? And then you bite your sandwich and wrap that in cellophane and shove that back in there. I'll be damned if anybody eat that.
On it?
Yeah, with blood on it. Pick your teeth real good till they start
bleed.
No, till they bleeding, right? Till they start bleeding.
Bite your
And then bite your sandwich, wrap that in cellophane.
Ew.
See if it don't be there when you get back.
Gingivitis,
Oh, my
pyorrhea.
God.
Okay, go ahead. Come on, Junior, what you got? Or
First of all, who fridge we talking about? 'Cause ain't nothing in mine. It's very easy to protect my fridge. I ain't got nothing in there. A better subject would have been how to put food in the fridge.
All right, tell me what you got, man.
When you really want to protect something, what I would do,
okay,
get a Ziploc bag.
okay,
All right, and write. Let's see, where we at? We in 17. Put 1117 on there. All right, January 1st, 17. And then get what? And then write chitlins on the Ziploc. And then write, don't throw away. Put that in the, I promise you. Ain't nobody bothering
that's
you.
a keeper. Yeah. All right, come on, Steve.
See what you got, man.
The best way to protect your sandwich at work is to put it in cellophane and then duct tape it.
Don't get tired.
So they don't even know what it is. But duct tape the whole sandwich.
How you gonna get back in there?
The whole sandwich is...
It just look just a brick of duct tape in there. Ain't nobody gonna open up that damn duct tape.
Duct tape goes with everything, but not food.
Yeah,
so,
no,
yeah,
yes,
not
it does.
food.
Duct
Yeah.
tape.
Duct tape
That's
will
protect.
protect
So
your
that'll
sandwich.
protect it. Yeah.
Yeah, put it in and let it stay there for a long
All right.
time.
How to protect the food in the fridge, Jay?
Oh, the best way to do it is you can put it way inside. You can put it inside. Pretty sure you smash it up. You take your sandwich and you ball it up real tight. Just
Okay.
as small as you can make it. And put it and wrap it in cellophane. Then stick that inside the baking soda box. Put it inside the baking soda
You got a
box.
balled up
Yeah,
sandwich.
balled
in
up sandwich.
Like a nugget?
That's what I'm talking about. But it will be there when you get home.
It'll be protected.
It'll be protected. What you got?
I tell you one way to really do it. Go by the dog shelter. Get an unhappy pit bull. Leave him in the break room. When they open that door.
I like this one.
Put the foot bill on the inside.
Yeah.
Just turn the temperature down just a little bit so he can survive. And
Hey, Mama tell you.
So he's in the fridge?
No. Put him right there in the break room. They've been walking in there gracefully because they've been eating your stuff every day. This gonna halt that walk.
Tell me what you got.
Okay, Junior, I got
Hurry.
to piggyback this one
Hurry.
because I've done this one before. Our dog name is Chopper. I have put it in a Ziploc bag and put Chopper's sweet treats on there. But it backfired on me because my son, Jordan, put some of Chopper's sweet treats in there and got it all confused with my kids.
I got one right
All right,
quick.
come on as we go, Steve.
You ready?
Come
10
on.
seconds. Put your whole lunch in a pamper.
We'll be back.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, today's Strawberry Letter. You don't want to miss that. But up next, Nephew Tommy is here with today's prank phone call.
I got it for you. Your drunk ass husband.
Oh.
Yeah, your drunk ass husband.
He got rid of the parrot.
Hello?
You got to hold on a minute, okay? All right, I got your phone. I'll give your wife a call.
Hello?
All right? Right now, you're inebriated, sir. Okay? Right now, I should be taking you in, but I'm not going to do that. You let me. If she's able to come and pick you up, I'll let her come get you. All right? Officer Brian's going to put you in his squad car. I'm going to call your wife. I've got the phone dialing now. All right? Okay. Hello?
Hello? Who is this?
Hello. Who am I speaking with, please?
Who is this?
This is Officer Daniels.
Officer Daniels. You just called from. This is my husband's number. Who is Officer Daniels?
I am Officer Daniels, ma'am. Your husband's actually been pulled over, and he's been he's in another officer's car. He's a little bit inebriated here, and we're trying to see about getting him picked up. I'm trying my best not to take him in today, so I'm trying to be a good Samaritan. I'm trying to get someone to come and pick him up.
Hold on. Back up. You got my husband.
What I got here on the driver's license is Kenny.
And he's with you now.
He's actually in Officer Brian's squad car right now. So he was actually bobbing and weaving out on the road, and we pulled him over. He's not creating any problems. The young lady wasn't creating any problems. So what we're trying to do is get somebody to come and pick him up.
You don't have my husband because my husband is at work, so he can't be in no Officer Brian or in your car. And back up. Tell me again, did you say somebody's with Kenny?
There was a young lady in the car, man. We're actually letting her go because she's not inebriated. From the looks of it, she's calling somebody to pick her up now.
Man, no, I can't believe this. Kenny, I know that dirty son got nobody in my car. That's my car. And you said that he had, tell me this, officer, tell me this. Look at that and tell me what she looked like. It better not be that. Better not be the one I think she is.
I have no idea exactly. Excuse me, ma'am.
I know.
Ma'am, what exactly is your name?
About in my car, he's supposed to be working.
I'm sorry? Jasmine.
Okay.
You're Jasmine. Okay.
Bridget.
No, just stay there. We'll talk to you in a moment. Her name is Jasmine. I'm not sure who she is in relation to Kenny, but
keep him there. Keep it. Yeah, hold him there till I get there. I'm on my way. I'm on my way right now. Hey, Bridget, I want you to watch these children for me till I get back. I'm going to see if I can get me a ride up to the truck stop, and I'll be back in a minute.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
I'm still here.
Are you there?
I'm here. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, ma'am. Listen, I can't stay here too much longer. I can stay here maybe another 15, 20 minutes. Somebody come get the car, but I got to keep moving here. I'm just trying to do a favor and not take this guy in.
I'm on my way. I got my purse in my hand. I'm on my way to that truck stop. Please don't take that nowhere, because I got something for his. And when I get there, I hope like hell it ain't that that's been calling with me all through the night. Leave her there till I get there, because I got some things that I need to take care of this day. Don't move the squad car till I get there. I'm on my way right now. I'll be there in a minute. That took my car and picked up that today. We done had arguments over this. It better not be that. It better not. I bet you it better not be her. It better not be her. I'm on my way. I'll be there in a minute. I'll be there. Keep that till I get there.
Okay, well, now there's a guy that was with Kenny. Let me close my door so you can hear me better, man. There was another gentleman that was in the back seat of the car that was riding with Kenny and the young lady.
I don't give a about no other riding with Kenny. You just make sure he's there when I get there.
Okay. Now, do you know who this other gentleman? Do you know Nephew Tommy?
I don't care about no nephew Tommy. Nephew Tommy.
Cynthia, this is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show, baby. Your husband Kenny got me to prank phone call you.
Man,
You and Kenny can kiss. So let me tell you what was just going to happen to Kenny nephew, Tommy. I was going to go down to Bankhead in 285 and tell him when he get home, he's still going to be.
Oh, my God. You all right?
Oh, my God. Nah, I'm going to kick. Where you at, Tommy?
Oh, man, he told me, he said, man, my wife don't play. He said, call my wife, man, and prank my wife. You all right, Cynthia?
I'm good, Tommy. I'm good. But what for real, though? Is he at work or he with
No, he at work. He at work. He in your car at work. He works.
You better be at work.
Hey, baby, tell me this. What's the baddest radio show in the land?
Steve Harvey Morning Show. I don't know.
Sometimes you got to get your drunk ass husband, you know? You have to control your drunk ass husband.
Come and get your drunk ass husband.
Yeah, gotta do it.
Won't he do it? Prank CD in Walmart today. Get your copy right now.
Hey, coming up at the top of the hour.
What about your pastor, Bishop Ulmer? You want?
Oh, Lord.
You want to get him pranked?
Hey, man, some of these
No,
pastors
you're going to
just
mess
have
around and get cussed out, though.
Yeah, don't
You go down there with Bishop Ulmer if you want to. You're going to find out something about real manhood over there.
He's
he ain't
the
going to
truth.
play with you.
Okay.
He's going to let you have. You ain't got nothing else to do?
Okay, that's fine. But I'm going to run it come Monday when I get through, though.
He's from East St. Louis, Illinois.
They don't play.
Okay. I'm just telling you that
They
right
never
now.
had recess. Why? Because they don't play.
They don't play in East St. Louis. They ain't got nowhere to play.
Yeah. They don't
All right, coming up at the top of the hour, today's Strawberry Letter.
Text me 5,000 times but 7. Can't get away. I gotta say I'm sick of you. You text me 5,000 times but 7. Can't get away. I gotta say I'm sick of you. Gotta say I'm sick of you.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time for today's Strawberry Letter, and if you need advice on relationships, on dating, on work, on sex, on parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. Tell them, Steve.
You know what?
What?
To ask me every day to repeat what this woman has been telling y'all daily, it's starting to get on my nerves.
This woman.
Now, you can send a letter in if you want to, or you can keep your damn problems to yourself. We try to figure it out. I don't like keep begging nobody. Let me help. Man, whatever.
But we're here to help you, though. We are. And
woman?
by this woman, I guess I'm this woman.
Is doing to me.
You this woman?
Who this woman?
Who this woman?
I'm this woman.
Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, closer than close best friends. Dear Stephen Shirley, I have a male best friend that I want to be more than friends with. I was taught that the man is supposed to pursue the woman, so I've never attempted to tell him how I feel about him. We have been friends for 10 years, and although we have a strictly platonic relationship, our friends and family make jokes about us already being a couple. My mom even refers to him as her son-in-law. He lives 400 miles away, but we see each other several times a month. He always pays for my flight, hotel, rooms, meals, whenever I go to visit him. When he comes to see me, he spends time with my mom, and he makes plans for us to see movies, concerts, plays, etc. I have even been on his family vacation. I know that our friendship is not normal, and we do everything a couple does except for have sex. He has never shown any interest in dating me, but it's so obvious that he likes me. Every time he gets a new girlfriend, he shares everything with me about their relationship. He even had a child a few years ago, and I was there for him when things didn't work out with him and the child's mom. He's perfect for me, and I can't imagine my future with any man but him. I want to let him know how I feel, but the thought of rejection terrifies me. Stephen Shirley, what do you think? Can a man be close friends with a woman and not have any feelings for her? This is driving me crazy. I want him, and only him. Should I tell him? Well, yeah, I think you should tell him. I really do. I don't think you have anything to lose. I think you have everything to gain. I think you should definitely take a risk. Plus, I think he likes you too, like you said in the letter, because he spends so much of his time and his money with you. Okay, those things are important. So he does that a lot with you. And that's what makes me think he likes you. Not just you, but he spends time with your family, and you spend time with his family. I mean, 10 years, come on, that's a long time. I mean, there should be nothing that you can't share with this man, especially your feelings. After all, you've certainly been there for him. I mean, with his girlfriends and his son and all of that. I really hope that your friendship can and will withstand it if you guys do decide to take this to the love level, but you got to tell him first. Somebody has to break the ice. Even if you try it and it fails, I hope that you guys can be friends and come through it. People always say that you should be friends first, and you guys are definitely that, and you've been friends for 10 years. That should mean something. Steve?
That's a good answer, Shirley. It was cute.
It's cute. Come on.
There's so much you just got scared to leave out of this damn letter.
That's why we have you, darling.
I'm here for it. Mm-hmm. Now this woman right here is in a dilemma. 10 years. Flying into town, live 400 miles away. Pay for all your tickets to come see him. Y'all go on family vacations together.
Yeah.
Y'all sitting up here doing everything as a couple. All you flying in, see each other several times a month. He pay for your flight, hotel room, meals, whenever you go to visit. Then he come see you. Mm-hmm. Spend time with your mama. Makes plans for y'all go see movies, concerts, plays. All this right here. Okay, well, what the hell wrong then? Well, let's go and get to it. Something is wrong. Because he doing all this, and then you tell him how you been there for him, and he had other girlfriends. He tell you all about them, and he had a son a couple of years ago, and you was there for him when it didn't work out between the mom and the baby. The boy's sleeping with somebody.
Oh, definitely.
It ain't you. Why has he not made a move on you? And why you want him so bad, and he's so perfect for you, but he can't see that in you? It could be one of two things only with a man. Number one, he is afraid that if he makes a move to you, that it will destroy the friendship. And he's just hanging around because there's something stupid about him where he has not figured out that you have a physical and a mental, spiritual attraction to him. That's the first option. That's the one that you hope it is. Now, the second reason he ain't said nothing is because he ain't attracted. Now, this is going to be a deafening blow to your ego. So now what you got to do is, he's told you about all of his other girlfriends. Look them up on Facebook and get a picture of them. Now, if you ain't in the same arena as them girlfriends, you have your answer. He's not attracted to you. That's going to be hard. Now, chances are I don't think that's the case. Because we don't spend money
No, we don't.
Right, time and money.
We do not spend time with people we are not attracted to. We just dudes, man.
They see a
And
lot
I'm
of you.
sorry, but we are just dudes. So I'm hoping it's the first one, that he's afraid that he would lose your friendship before he's had the courage and the nerve to make the move. Because it's something about you that's so special that he don't want to say nothing. I let a girl get by with me for years like that. Her name was Michelle Pierce. All through high school, even through college. My God, man.
You didn't say anything.
Man, just wouldn't say.
We'll have part 2 of Steve's
God,
response
dog.
coming up at 23 after the hour. Strawberry Letter's subject today, closer than close, best friends. Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, come on. Let's get to it. Part 2 of your response to today's Strawberry Letter. Closer than close, best friends is the subject.
Yeah, here this woman been friends with this man for 10 years. They've done everything together. Vacations, flying 400 miles away. He take her to plays, concerts, go take a mama out. They do everything together. Even the family done joked about him. Y'all ain't a couple. But he done had a relationship with other women, tell you all about him. Y'all ain't never talked about this. I find this so difficult to believe. You mean y'all ain't said, he ain't put his, ain't held your hand in the movie, nothing? Man, what's up? Y'all just friends? Men don't do this. But he had a baby with another girl a couple years ago. That obviously broke your heart. That didn't work out. Now you going, well, what about me? What about me? Well, what about you? Like I said, there's only 2 things could be stopping this. He is so afraid of losing your friendship that he's hanging on the outskirts thinking you don't really see him that way, and he's just hoping you come around one day. Men can do that. Because men don't spend money on women that we're not attracted to. We just don't do that. I don't.
That's funny.
I know, it's just funny that
the
he
way
says
he's
it. It's the way he says it.
So
Yeah.
true, though. He's right about it.
I'm just telling you, in a crude way of putting it, I just want you to understand what it is. Now, the other thing is, he's not attracted to you. And that would be the most devastating reason. Because nothing you can do can make him attracted to you after 10 years. But I seriously doubt that that's the case. Because he keep flying to you.
Yes.
Man, you mean something to this dude. And I got news for you. He loves you. I have news for you. Ain't no dude doing nothing for no woman for 10 years. He don't love her.
You might be onto something, sir. I agree.
I got it. He loves you. And he wants to be in love with you, but he don't want to lose the love part, so he's scared of mentioning the in-love part. It's time to walk past his ass naked.
Come on, boy.
What?
Drastic
Just hell.
Come on,
y'all
boy.
friends.
Yeah.
He's got to do
Yeah.
something to
Y'all
break the
friends.
ice.
You sitting there, he
Excuse
watching
me.
TV.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Put
Oh.
some heels on and
Yeah.
walk right in front of that damn TV and act like you doing something else.
While the game is
Put
on.
a cup of coffee in your hand, some eyeglasses, and like you reading. And just walk your ass right across that TV, straight naked.
Butt ass.
Yes,
Now, we
sir.
finna find out right after that. Because I would, now if his comment is this right here, this one you got problem. Baby, you forgot to put your clothes on.
Oh,
Then we
it's
got a
over.
problem.
Oh, you blocking
It's
the
over.
TV?
Yeah, it's over. Yeah.
But if you walk past there and you go, and you don't hear nothing, but then you look back and he's staring at it,
We in.
then you walk over there and sit your naked ass right next to him and act like y'all friends and keep watching that game and see how long that damn game.
That game don't matter.
Ooh,
No.
game 4 tonight.
Steve, is there a difference between naked and butt ass naked? So which
Yeah, it
should she
is
be?
naked. Yeah, naked. Naked is when you just take your clothes off.
There is.
But she need
Butt
to be,
ass naked
there
is
you
when
go.
you walk around in front of
Yeah,
somebody for
butt
them to
ass.
see you naked. See, there's 2 naked.
I
You
learned
naked,
something.
you come out
Oh, yeah,
the shower.
Did you know that?
You butt ass naked, you walk in there so they can see you.
With them heels on. Woo!
Yeah, not just naked, butt ass
Butt ass
naked.
naked.
Yeah,
no.
it's
Yeah.
2 different things. And quit coming to bed barefoot all the time.
Yeah.
Some damn heels on and up the ante.
Yeah.
Coming in here barefooted, you know you look better with your up on your toes.
Lift that up. I'm with you, Steve. Put that in the air.
Yeah.
Hoist it.
Things look better in the air.
You ain't lying.
You'll find something out real quick. Yeah.
So she's got to let him know. You agree with that for sure. She needs to do something. They need to break the ice.
Yeah.
You talk about 90-day rule. They done went 9 years.
Yeah.
10 years, yeah.
10 years.
And he spent a lot of time and money with her.
Okay.
He has never shown any interest in dating me.
Steve?
Who?
Oh.
That's what she says in the letter. He has never shown any interest in dating me.
You don't
But it's so
understand.
obvious that he likes me.
Yes, he has.
If it's so obvious, dear, here it is.
Yeah, then
Look,
take the risk.
Look, you got litmus tests. You got pregnancy tests. You got they got cancer tests out there. You can take an HIV test. You can take a diabetes test. You got to take the butt ass naked test.
I like that. Write that down, Jake.
Write
that down, Jake.
Hold on, Steve. Write
Butt
that down.
naked test.
No, not butt naked.
Butt ass naked.
Butt ass naked.
Oh, that was profound.
You got to take the test. It's a test. Everybody got tests for everything. It's so obvious. Well, we got a way to find out.
Butt ass naked.
You know, you think you obviously pregnant, but we got a way to find out. You think you obviously sick, we got a way to find out.
You made me proud.
Yeah, man.
You ain't got to do that.
I'm tearing up.
I'm trying to tell you.
The
So
butt
one
ass
more
naked
time,
test.
one more time. It's the difference between
Naked and butt ass.
butt naked.
Tell him.
Naked,
Tell him, Steve.
naked is when you come out the shower. Naked is when you taking a bath. Naked is when you changing clothes for to get dressed again. You just naked. But when you walk out in front of somebody for them to see you,
Come on here.
that now becomes butt ass.
That's what we talking about this morning.
And
Preach
let me
on
give
it.
you a couple of suggestions,
Preach on
lady.
it.
The next time you naked and you really want to get it, put a necklace on.
What is that gonna do?
That's all. Girl.
So heels to bed, a
Did you just ask me what that's going to do?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fellas,
Yeah.
she come to bed naked with just a necklace on. Boy.
Jay, back up off the mic.
Nuh-uh.
That's what it do.
All right,
Boy done
listen.
said something, Shirley.
We
you
gotta
need to know
go.
that.
Thank you, Steve. We gotta go. Email us or
Shirley,
Instagram
let's go
us
over this again with between naked and butt ass naked.
We don't have the time, Jay. We got to go. Email us or Instagram us your thoughts to my girl Shirley, okay? Thank you so very much. All right, more of this crazy, ignorant show, Steve Harvey Morning Show, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, you are the resident relationship expert on the show, no question. And you know there are some folks involved in a friends with benefits situation. You know, a lot of people, you know, in those kind of relationships. But there are boundaries, of course. As in any relationship, you should still be honest and not take the situation for granted, though. A few mishaps could land you back in the friendship zone with a quickness, of course. And even if the arrangement is super casual, then Tommy becomes the expert. You know?
Yeah. If it ain't
I
nothing.
keep it casual.
Yeah.
Keep it casual time.
I keep it casual.
So here we go. Not being honest about your intentions.
Steve, go ahead.
Not being honest about your intentions.
Not being honest about your intentions.
I mean, you want me to...
Yeah, so, Carla, how does this work? So Steve answers and Tommy comes back? Is that how it...
Yeah, because Steve is always saying that you can't have friends with
yeah.
benefits.
Okay, so...
All right, so if someone is lying or not being honest about their intentions.
Well, you know, it's bad news for you because, you know, look, eventually everything comes to light. So you might as well, if you're just going to be friends with benefits, just be honest.
Okay.
Here's
Nephew?
the money. Here's the money. Let me hit this. I'm gone.
Look here.
Yeah.
I don't love you.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just being real about what we doing and what we doing. We both cool with that. I'm honest by my intentions. We gonna do this till we don't want to do this no more. This ain't about no love. Matter of fact, we doing it from, we can't even make eye contact because this ain't love at all. Don't gaze at me. What?
Once you look at me, feel
Don't
it.
Once you look at me, or you look back at me, don't look back at me when we in the moment. Look forward.
Don't look back at
Don't look back. That's in the moment. You in
that's
love now. Don't do that. That's just being honest. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's brutally
I
honest.
know.
So you have to do it. You have to do it, though.
Acting jealous, not allowed.
Not good.
You know, it's a little tough, man, when you have an arrangement and you know it's just friends with benefits because the other person could have somebody. And so being jealous is just, you're supposed to be able to play it a little bit better.
Wait your turn. It
Not
ain't your
cool.
turn. Yeah, wait your
I
turn.
wasn't good with that part.
You not good
When
with that
I
part?
show up with my wife, what is your lip out for? Hell is wrong with you today?
Why are you pouting?
He said, what the hell is wrong with you today?
What is wrong with you? And why is you texting me? You see I'm over here. We done talked about this.
If you walk past me and my wife one more time.
You better get your lip back in.
He said,
Hell,
"Why
your
you
rent
about-"
paid for. What did you got your mouth
Oh,
on?
my God. This boy here.
And he said, why is your lip?
Get your nephew, Steve.
Okay, here's another one, guys. Assuming yes is forever instead of yes for now. Play your position.
Well, you know, if you've agreed to be with somebody for a period of time, and you know that's all it is, then that's all it is. You really can't expect no more than that.
Somebody always catch feelings and mess every damn thing up. Oh, my God.
You know good and damn well.
Good and
This for 6 months. You know that. You know we're not going to last no longer than that. Ain't no sense in you wondering how Christmas going to go. It ain't finna go with you. You ain't finna get none of that Christmas. No. Oh, my God. By October, we going to fade up out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Don't be looking for us to break bread, have turkey dinner. We ain't doing that.
Oh, man.
Christmas is December 26th. Now, just deal with it. Deal with it.
Cold.
This is cold.
I know it is. Let me give you my
Plug
color.
that tree back
I
up.
got a family.
No, I got to be with them kids.
Okay.
Plug the tree back up.
Christmas is December 26th.
Okay, moving on. No dissing allowed, disappearing acts without explaining what's happening. Okay? Can't do it.
Well, you know, it's kind of touchy because, you know, at the end of the day, you know, if you say you're going to be here, you know, you should be here. It's an agreement, an arrangement that we have.
That's true.
Yeah, because if I don't know where you at, you might be outside my damn house, and that could get ugly. That just gets ugly. When I see
I've been on vacation with my damn family. What is you? What? What? And no, you don't get a vacation. I can't go nowhere with you.
Yes, those are pictures we took.
So I don't want to hear about the disappearing. Why did I leave while you was in the shower? Because she was calling me. I got to go. Can't sit here and wait on you to get out, dripping wet. I got to go. We through with what we was doing. I got to go.
I hate this segment.
I do too.
You know what? This segment is helping somebody. It's all about helping. Yeah, we helping.
Man.
We here to help.
Why I can't get a vacation if she get one? She my damn wife. They got Facebooks and stuff. Where's we fist to go?
And why do I have to keep having this same damn conversation?
You gonna mess around, be out disagreement.
That's what's gonna happen, Junior.
Yeah, that's what me and you gonna mess around, be out disagreement.
Yeah.
Okay, when we said, you know, we're friends with benefits, you knew I had kids, and you said, you know, you would sometimes take them out.
Take them where?
Occasionally.
Hell
You know,
no.
you would be nice to my children.
Yeah, you know, friends with benefits, and you did say you was going to take kids out. You know, they kids, you know, they have things they look forward to.
Right.
You got to honor your obligation. At least get them to the park.
Uh-huh.
Them your damn kids. You see my profile on Facebook? I'm married with kids. Them your kids. Them ain't mine. I got my own damn
If they
kids.
see you out somewhere, their kids need to match up. You don't look nothing like your kids on your
Them kids
profile.
got to match up.
And your kids better not speak to me when they see me out, damn it.
All right,
Your kids running up on me for, why is they running over here?
we have to go. This segment right here is
Mr.
horrible.
Tommy, Mr. Tommy.
We'll be back.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so these are commercials that we
my
hear all
God.
the time. And Jay, you kind of wrote this segment, so tell us what this is all about.
Here's how it goes. We're going to play some of these commercials that are on the radio, that you see them on television. You hate them, and the reason you hate them is because they play them all the damn time. But you can't stop singing them.
That mean it's working then.
They mean it's working.
Yeah.
Like for instance, everybody's heard this one. Play it. Hit it, cat.
I have a structured settlement and I need cash now.
J.G. Whitworth.
Cat, now.
It do get on your nerve, though.
I hate that commercial.
J.G. Whitworth. Cat 776 now.
Yeah, I sure couldn't have done this one.
You don't know none of
You
these.
don't know none of these.
You ain't seen none of these.
All right, what about this one?
300 588 2300
I know you've
This
heard
guy
that one.
this guy is no longer with us, but this commercial lives on, man. He's still around. All right, play number 4.
What? Still got that?
That's all it's saying.
Stupid but effective.
Yes, a singing cat.
Give me the next one, man.
For the best car insurance rates in town, call 1-800-GENERAL now.
Yes.
Not the one with Shaq
Have
on
you
there?
seen this one? This is the one with Shaq.
Shaq on
Yeah, with Shaq.
How he-
Shaq.
How he
With
get in
the
that
general,
car?
the little general. And that helmet.
And Shaq in that car.
In that car,
Is
man.
there a car that can fit the general and Shaq?
Yeah.
Shaq is in a lot of commercials.
Oh man, he's got
Shaq
a lot
is
of
killing it, man.
Shaq's making money, man. Shaq
Yeah,
making
he's the
money.
new pitch
Killing
man,
it.
seems
Yeah,
like.
I'm making a lot
His
of money.
commercials are great.
I'm making so much money. I'm making a lot of money. All right, give me the next one, cat.
Call 1-800-STEAMER.
Yeah.
Stanley Steamer gets carpet cleaner.
Yes.
Say it, Steve.
That was my jam.
Yes.
1-800 steamer.
Oh, that's right.
that's
So you like that.
right.
That was your
Well,
competition.
I wanted to be Stanley Steamer so bad. If I had the money for that yellow truck with that red writing on it. But I had a blue truck with white writing on it, and it was a
Steve Steamer.
74 Econoline van
Yeah.
I had bought and put wall-to-wall carpet clean.
Give me the next one, cat. You know this one too, Steve. I know you know this one.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Yep.
Place
Yep.
like repair. You know what? I never know what the hell they saying. All I know is place like repair, place like repair.
They say safe like repair, safe like replace.
Replace.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
Safe
the
life.
I
glass.
thought they were
auto
saying
glass.
place like repair.
So far, one commercial for me.
Yeah, yeah. But you gonna know this one, Steve. You gonna know this. Play the next one, cat.
The best part of waking up is Folgers in
In your cup.
Now that's classic.
My jam.
That's from childhood right there.
Folgers got good ass coffee.
Hit it again, cat. Hit it again, man.
Best part of waking up is Folgers in
In
your
your cup.
He got his eyes closed, man.
What house is that? That ain't my house with Folgers in it. Ain't nobody that happy.
All right, this
I am.
Yeah.
I have coffee every day.
Yeah,
No, I'm talking about, you remember how happy the people was in
Oh,
the
man.
kitchen?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
In that
be that
commercial?
happy.
Yeah.
With, man, me and
With
my girl
Kofi,
be
man.
that happy making
Love with
coffee.
Kofi, man. They love. All right, now I know you know this one. It's the most annoying. Play it.
Yes.
I can't stand that.
Is that
This
dog
much
commercial?
damn time for these dogs.
Yeah, don't you hate that?
Dog, I can't stand that dog. They ain't a commercial this good for starving ass kids.
Yeah.
They put some time into these damn.
And that's a real song.
They caught them dogs in their worst state.
Oh, them dogs be
Them
looking
dogs
so
look
sad.
so sad.
And I feel so bad for the damn dog.
Yeah. That's
But
what
I
you
don't
hate.
be wanting to feel that right now.
You turn the channel, don't
Arms of an angel. The dog ain't got no fur on him over there shivering on the chain. Man, why are you filming the damn dog? Save him.
Yeah. Man, what about that dog that hobble out there killing and look back at you?
Oh, man, the dog. You can't take it, man. All right, this is the last one. This is the one. Check this one out. I know you heard this one.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids.
Ain't even playing.
Yeah, they ain't playing. They all feet too. Yeah.
1-877
I'm saying, where they get this
Cars for Kids.
Somebody hurry up, get their ass car.
Stays in your head. 1-877. Get these kids a car.
Somebody hurry up and give them a car.
Jay, you have a lot of time on your hands.
Yes, you do. Here's the one that has stayed in my head the longest.
Which one?
Oh, I like to be an Oscar Mayer wiener.
From a kid, yeah.
That is what I truly like to be. Cause if I were an Oscar Mayer wiener, everyone would be in love with me. I hated that. Dog, you know
it.
61 and still know it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Because
because they
I'm
affect.
saying,
Yeah,
What
I was
about
just
this?
going to
whose
say
goal
that.
is to be a damn hot dog?
And
That's some
everybody
low aiming ass right there.
It's so good. That's what they want to be.
An Oscar Mayer wiener. Are you kidding me?
Campaign.
You want to be in some boiling water.
What's up, my baloney?
Has a first name.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
CAR.
Classic.
Commercials wear you out,
First
man.
name, it's OSCAR. Baloney has a second name, it's MAYER. Oh, I love to eat it every day. And if you ask me why, I'll say, 'cause Oscar Mayer has a way with BLOGNA.
How's that?
But you know what it is, though? When you put kids, it's the
You take
kid. When you put
kids, yeah.
kids in those commercials.
It wins.
Yeah.
They win.
Yeah.
They really
So
do.
cute.
Yeah, because they're adorable.
So they,
How about
Yeah.
this one right here? Oh, how many seconds?
Come on.
Oh, I ain't got that. I can't do it.
Okay, well, we'll do yours when we come back, okay? More of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, we're back. We were doing some of our favorite commercials from today and then, of
That we
course, from
hate.
the past that we
This
hate.
is the one
yeah.
I hated, but we had to play it all the time in our house.
Which one?
All I want for Christmas is to be tall. I'm so tired of being short.
You better sing it.
All I want
Tommy,
for
you don't
Christmas
remember
is
this
to
one, Tommy?
be tall.
No, I don't remember this at all.
I'm so damn tired of being short.
You had to tie
Just
that.
let me be tall, that's all I ask.
He back in it
Man.
again.
I don't want much for Christmas.
Tommy, Jay.
Oh, that's right.
Hey, Anthony Brown.
Everybody had to learn that. Boy, if this boy don't quit singing that. My daddy used to shut your ass up. You finna be tall. Your damn daddy ain't tall.
Well, that was cute, Steve. Tommy, you don't remember that?
I don't want to talk about it.
Still singing.
I don't want to talk about it.
Short-term
Steve,
memory
any
loss.
more?
And what you
Any
got?
more
Short-term memory loss.
Got this long range goals.
Did McDonald's have a song?
No, they had a jingle. They
What's the
had
jingle?
to all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a set C bun.
Yes, McDonald's.
Why do I remember that?
It was effective.
Hey, man, I've been looking at that McDonald's commercial, man. I actually wants me. I didn't know they had a Big Mac Grand now.
Yeah.
Oh.
A Big Mac Grand.
Bigger than the Big Mac?
I didn't know. I saw it on the commercial. Man, I want to go try that.
You can't have it, huh?
I got
You stop eating meat?
What?
No.
Did
Never.
he insult you?
Never.
Did I insult you? I'm sorry, man.
My father will come out of his grave.
He really is a
Punk ass
Chapman.
talking about you don't eat no meat. Boy.
Steve, you don't think you could give up meat?
No.
Have you ever tried it?
Yeah.
What was the long?
I had 21 days. 21 days.
20
I did
oh,
my
yeah.
detox for 21
21
days,
days.
gave up meat.
How'd you feel?
I felt great. I mean, I was actually light.
That's what I was going to ask. Are you lighter?
I got clear-headed, really good.
You had more energy?
I mean, I can have energy with meat too, though. So
Yeah, that's what you
Make
get
no
in.
mistake.
you just have to eat the right things. I mean, you know, let me tell you who has one. Wolfgang Puck grows all of his Wagyu beef on the same farm in the United States, and it's pretty good. I actually have liked it better than Japanese Wagyu beef.
One of them got too much marble, Steve. One of them does.
Too much, fat in it? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Too much.
Really?
What? Okay.
I don't
This one I don't even.
I
make
think
no
Wolfgang
I don't
Puck
either, Junior. I'm with
found a
you.
great blend for it.
I'm gonna sit out.
Their
this
steaks are excellent.
I don't eat.
I said marble and threw him all the way.
Marble.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
Yeah, I had no idea what he was talking about either.
No, talking to these two right here, Jay and Kier, it's like old new money and new no money. It's like you just go, wow, what have you all done with your time on the planet?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
This is called words that black people on this show mess up. All right. So let's begin. Number one, this is easy.
Yeah.
You do it a lot.
Yeah.
Dat dare.
Yeah, that's a word.
Yeah, that's the word.
I don't understand what the problem is.
That is
I can find it in the dictionary for you.
Yeah.
Hey,
Dat dare?
hey,
Yeah.
hey,
That dare.
hey. Look here, man. You gonna eat that there?
Yeah, there you
I'm
go.
hungry.
That's
If
it,
you ain't
Junior
gonna eat
boy.
it, I can eat it.
That's it, Junior boy.
That's it,
Oh
man.
my God. The correct
Yeah.
way to say it, Jay and Junior and Thomas, is that over there. Are you going to eat that over
Takes
there?
too long.
That take too long.
Yeah.
Won't be nothing
Get
left.
right to it. That
Go with that.
That's how we identify stuff.
All right, let's move on.
You eat that there?
Or even better, Jay, what we gonna do about that there situation?
Yes.
That
Yeah.
there.
Junior.
Oh,
That over there.
Yeah. No, Shirley, you're so wrong.
All
You're
right,
so wrong.
number two, bout to.
No, it's not about to. About to.
No, it's about to.
I'm about to go upside your head.
About to.
I'm about to go to sleep. I'm about to watch some TV. I'm about to eat that there.
It's I'm going to or I'm about to.
Oh no.
Not about to.
About to. I'm about to disagree with you, Shirley.
That's what you working on.
Hate you guys.
About to. That makes sense.
About to.
She
Yeah.
got the about to face. She always
Yeah.
About to cry.
She about to cry.
She about to cry.
I'm sorry, Shirley. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm trying.
She about to cry about that
All
there.
right, here's another one. I hear this a lot on this show. I'm supposed to.
Tommy?
What is that? I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tommy, you know that.
I'm supposed to be off tomorrow, but I've changed my mind. Yeah, I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
But since that didn't came up, you know,
Once
I'm about to
again,
go on come in.
that is incorrect. The correct way to say it is supposed to.
Can you say that, Shirley?
I'm supposed to.
Oh, no.
I say it all the time. Supposed to.
Nah.
I'm supposed to eat that there,
No.
but I'm about to change my mind. That's right. That's all of that.
Or
And it's not supposedly. It's
Shirley,
supposedly.
posing, I don't want to say it like that.
There you go. Correct.
Come on.
Abs, come on with it, man.
Posing,
Talk the
I
talk.
don't want to come right now this evening. Huh?
Talk the talk, Tommy. Talk so the people can understand what you're saying.
I don't understand. I didn't even know it was supposed. There's no supposedly.
No, supposed
No, it's not supposedly.
Supposed
It's
be.
supposedly.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Well,
All right. See, I'm saying.
Oh, that's perfect. That's
Yeah.
easy.
I can't even believe
Hit
I
her with it,
said
Jay.
that.
Hit her with it,
Yeah.
Jay.
See, I'm saying.
Okay, see what I'm saying? Let me tell you. See what I'm saying? Yeah. What you've been trying to do is correct us. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We ain't gonna talk like that. We supposed to be talking like we talk. See what I'm saying?
I just want you guys to know there is a correct way of saying what you say.
See what I'm
okay?
saying? Yeah.
No, it's do you see what I am
who
saying?
says all of that?
And you can't see it no way.
You know what? This is really hurting to me, Shirley, because I've never spoken proper English in my life.
But I'm just letting you know that there's another way to do things, okay?
Who says all that?
Not,
Okay,
not
this
with
is a-
not with that dad, ain't.
I'm thinking, yeah.
See what I'm saying? You are so wrong.
I'm about to be upset about this.
This is one I hear Steve say all the time, especially when he was on the road doing his stand-up. Mom and them.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
perfect.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
correct.
Mom and them.
That
Mom
means a
and them.
large group of people.
Large
Mama
people, yeah.
involved.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Mama now.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Last break of the day. We've had a great morning today.
Absolutely.
Yes,
We had a
yes,
good
we
time.
did. We had fun today. Steve, it's time for you now to take us home with your closing remarks. What you got for us today, Steve?
Today, I want to talk to you about something. I was talking with Kira about it, and he sent me something, and I thought this would be good because this is more of a spiritual piece of motivation for you. Because I'm talking to people right now who believe that there is a God. I'm talking to people who believe in God. If you're an atheist and all that, I ain't talking to you. Nobody, you can just turn off right now because I'm pretty sure you won't get this. But if you're a person who knows God, but you ain't really that close to him, or you know him and you believe in him, but, look, just maybe you ain't been down to church in a while. Maybe you ain't been around no spiritual people in a while. This is who I'm talking to. I'm talking to myself today. I'm talking to myself about a subject that I need to remind myself of all the time. And I want to remind you of this too. Listen to me. Don't allow God's promises to fall on deaf ears, because he talking to you. See, this is a real one, y'all. Don't allow God's promises to fall on deaf ears, because he talking to you. See, all of God's promises are for each and every one of us. He's talking to us. Don't get fooled and faked out here in life that God done forgot about you, that God don't recognize your voice, that God don't see what you going through, that God ain't got no feelings for you. That's a trick of the devil. God loves you, man. He created you. God has a space for you in his heart, but you got to call on him. You know how many times he done showed up on your behalf without you calling? Imagine what would happen if you had a relationship with him. Because all of you know that no matter how bad your life has been, don't you know it could have been worse? I talk to inmates all the time to say, man, I'm just so grateful that I'm sitting here because I could have been dead. I know people in prison who have said to me, man, if I hadn't come to prison, I would be dead. I know people, man, who just barely escaped going to prison. If it wasn't for just something that happened, I would have been locked up today. Don't you know that was him? Who else was it? You think somebody put a call in that saved you? Who put a call in that stopped you from getting in that car, little Steve Harvey? When you was sitting on them steps broke and your boys came by to do this robbery and told you all you had to do was drive. All I had to do was go get in the car and they was going to give me $1,500. That's all I had to do. I went in there to get my coat. My partners met me on the porch and said, hey, man, this ain't what you do. You gonna be somebody, Harv. I don't know what you gonna be, but you different from us. Let us go on down there. If I get something, I'll give you a little something on it, man. But don't get in this car with us, because this ain't what you do. You know who that was? That was God saving me. That was God administering some grace to me. That was God, man, who spared me. Two of them dudes that went down there, they still in. God promised to come to give you life and give you life more abundantly. He talking about you. That's a promise of his. He talking about you. When he says that you have not because you ask not, he was talking to everybody. Most people don't have what they want in life because they ain't never asked God for it. It's one of the most important scriptures out there. You have not because you ask not. Why don't you ask him? You keep trying to figure your life out, why don't you ask him? Trying to figure out the next move, why don't you ask him? You want a better car, better home, better job, better family? Have you asked him for it? When he said he would lead you beside the still waters, he was talking about you. These is promises he keep making to us. Don't let them fall on deaf ears because he talking to you. He said he'd be there for you in times of trouble. Who you think he was talking to? He was talking to you. In his word, he said he would never forsake you. Who you talking? Who you think he talking? He was talking to you. That means he'll never leave you. He'll never leave you, man. But we leave him all the time, then wonder where he at. We left him back over there. He said in his word that he's a healer. He talking about you. Don't let these promises fall on deaf ears, because he talking to you. He promised that he would make a way out of no way. He talking to you. How this little boy on this radio with this stuttering problem, the one that flunked out of school, the one that's on his third marriage, the one that lost everything he ever owned twice, the one that lived in a car for 3 years, how he on the radio today and all over the TV? Because God will make a way out of no way. That's a promise he made. Don't let it fall on deaf ears, because he talking to you. That he would give you the desires of your heart. He talking to you. He wasn't just talking to me.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.